Okay, so right behind me I have Seated Man by Alberto Giacometti, and this was made in 1949. There's no information about how long it took to make, it just said it was made in 1949. So it was made in France at his studio that he worked at his entire life. And so Alberto Giacometti is originally from Switzerland, but like I said, he worked in Paris for most of his life at 46 Rue Hippolyte Street. So that's where he worked. It was a tiny, small studio, and he said it wasn't that nice, but that was where he got all of his inspiration. He liked working in Paris. So his nationality, he is Swiss, but he, like I said, worked mainly in Paris. And the medium of work is, painting style he used was lithograph, which is oil and water, where the print is a metal plate or a stone with a smooth surface. And the period of work is painted in 1949, so this makes this contemporary art. You can see this because it's a little abstract. You can see those lines. That's one thing that I really liked about it, was how you can see where he sketched out stuff first and then went over with that type of paint afterwards. And it's not just like dark lines, there's also some lighter lines and then some strokes of different colors like the brown and stuff. I really enjoyed that a lot. To create some dimension to the art, because it wasn't super abstract. It still had some structure while being abstract, which I loved. So some historical relevance of his work. Giacometti painted this picture of his brother, actually. So he claimed that when his brother was like this, when he was posed, he didn't recognize him. So it kind of shows us from his perspective. When he's painting, he doesn't see who the person is, he sees what is in front of him. He's going to paint what's in front of him. So I liked that, putting it really into perspective. So why is this important? This is important because, like many other artists during this time, Giacometti continued to edit his painting. You can see, like I said, he started off with those strokes, with that pen kind of looking strokes going on, and then he went in with the paint. And I'm sure he could have gone in afterwards and added some more of those strokes, some more of that original stuff. So I thought it was really interesting because art is everlasting. Like, you can keep adding to it. You don't have to stop necessarily at a certain point. You can go as long as you want. So some historical contributions of this artist. His work was influenced by art styles such as Cubism and Surrealism, and his works raise really philosophical questions about the human condition, in addition to debates over existence and reality. Because when you look at this, you're like, this is just a bunch of streaks on a page. What's so real about this? But it makes a man. But if you were to squint, it's like, what is this? It just looks like a, I like to say it's like painting soup. I already said that in one of my pictures, but if you squint, it's just like, what is this? The what is art question. So why did I choose this? I really liked how you could tell that there's multiple steps to it. Sometimes, like, you look at a painting and you're like, oh, this is just one big painting. But you can tell this is like multiple steps. I really enjoyed that. And the fun fact, like I said earlier, he worked in the same studio his entire life.